Hey guys, I'm McKenna. I'm the creative director here at Caden Lane, and I have a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old at home. And between my two babies, I forgot everything. And so I figured today we can go over the best and easiest tips and tricks for a newborn while I have them fresh on my brain and before I forget them all over again. My first baby, I tried to listen to all the advice. And my second baby, I was like, she'll survive. I've already done this, it's fine. Guess what? My second baby is a dream. And I thought my first baby was easy. She really was. But letting go of the pressures and just doing what's easiest for you in the long run is what's best for your baby. With a newborn, it will pee and poop all the time. I have a little girl, and every time I opened her diaper, she would pee because the cold air would wake her up and startle her. And I know for little boys, it's the same thing. You could get one of those TP PPs, but really, I would just put this underneath them before you change them. So that way, if they pee and it flows out, this catches it. I know it's another diaper, but it's better than wasting a million wipes or getting their clothes wet, the bed wet, having to change everything. Learn from experience, put this down first. And then when they go poop, my second tip is to use the diaper as the first wipey and then tuck it under. This saves on wipies, it gets all the mess away. You're not figuring out where to put everything because there's poop everywhere and poop on all these wipies, and then their legs are moving around trying to get in it. Just put this under the baby, pull open the diaper, and then wipe it and tuck it. Super easy and awesome. Another tip for diapers is to keep a diaper caddy or a diaper changing station anywhere you're gonna be. So I lived in our bedroom and on the couch, and I had a caddy that I took with me everywhere that had diapers, wipies, burp cloths, boogie suckers, just all the necessities. I threw it in there. My phone I could throw in there, that way I could hold the baby, put the caddy on my arm. I know a lot of people just create stations by their bed and by the couch, that way you're not running around trying to find stuff, having to leave the baby unattended, having poop everywhere or pee everywhere. It makes life so much easier just to have everything you need right by you. My next tip is for breastfeeding moms. Okay, so with my first baby, I tried breastfeeding her and it was an awful experience. My nipples bled, they got real crusty, and it was horrible. Being a new mom, going through postpartum, and just having your body, it felt give up on me and my boobs bleeding, and it hurt to even try to breastfeed her. It was the worst experience, so I gave up really fast. My second baby, I had an amazing lactation nurse come in and see me in the hospital, and it was life-changing. She taught me, do not bring your boob to the baby. You get comfortable and bring the baby to your breast. And this second round, my boobs didn't bleed, they didn't crack. It was the most magical, amazing experience breastfeeding because it was a bonding experience and I wasn't concerned about myself and my body. It was just beautiful. But biggest tip, don't be uncomfortable, don't be hunching over, lean back, get comfy, put the pillows around, get the position you like, and bring your baby to your boob. Trust me, if it's hurting you, you're doing something wrong. You can at the hospital ask for a lactation nurse to come visit you. I would highly recommend it. And then they'll also give you their off-call number where you can call anytime if you have questions or issues. They were incredibly helpful the second go around, and I really wish I would have done it the first time. If you're not gonna breastfeed, I would highly suggest, or when you're done breastfeeding, getting the baby Brezza. It is a Keurig for a bottle. You can set the temperature to whatever your baby likes. You can do however many ounces you want. And in the middle of the night, when you're exhausted, you just go press a button and it makes it. Also, you don't have to worry about shaking it and creating a lot of bubbles in the bottle. That helps with spit up if they're having issues with gas, anything like that. The baby Brezza, in my opinion, is a life changer. I got a brand new one for my first baby, and then my second baby, I actually borrowed one for a friend, and I put one downstairs and upstairs because her crib is upstairs. So that way, in the middle of the night or during the day, wherever I was at, I could easily get a bottle, and it was glorious. But just make yourself comfortable, get the extra diaper caddies. You're gonna use all this stuff. If you're uncomfortable one day, figure out what you need to make yourself comfortable in those stations or wherever you're living with your newborn, especially if you have more than one kid. Like, invest in whatever is going to help you as a mom keep your sanity and make your life easier. Amazing tip. My favorite #1 tip are these probiotics. Y'all, go buy these. My first baby, especially when I put her on formula, got super stopped up. And I had to use Wendy's, which was the scariest mom moment of my life. Putting something up your baby's butt is like, I remember my husband was like, I'm not doing it. And she was crying in pain, so I had to do it. And it was terrible. Wendy's do work. I do love them. I have nothing bad to say about them, but we went through packs of them with my firstborn. My secondborn, since I work at a baby company, I had all the mom advice in the world, and I was having a baby with my coworker who had a baby a month before, and she was like, girl, get probiotics. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, 5 drops every single day. They'll go regularly. And I'm not kidding. She poops regularly because of these. Emma started having problems. She got super gassy. These took it all away. I will say, I tried about 2 months ago to stop because she was so regular. So I was like, we don't need them. I think they're like $19 for this little bottle. It's something crazy. But I was like, I'm gonna save money. We don't need them. Girl, a week later, she was stopped up again. I had to use Wendy's, which I hated. And then I started her on the drops immediately. And it does take like a full week to get in their system and make them regular. But I will not stop using these drops now that I know how much they affect her. When she starts her solid foods, which we've done a little bit of, but when she does it more often, then I'll stop these. But with formula, moms, go buy these, I swear by them. Especially if they're gassy. I've done all the massages for them, the tummy rubs, holding her up, trying to get the gas out. Nothing really works except these drops. My next tip is for schedule. I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I am a mom, and this is what has worked for me. With my first baby, they recommend waking them up every 3 hours to feed them. The second round, I did not wake her up every 3 hours. And by 5 weeks, she was sleeping from 7 p.m. all the way to 5 a.m. There are a million articles out there. There are a million Instagram people who swear by this sleeping schedule routine for your newborn. They will wake up whenever they are hungry. So don't stress over waking them up every 3 hours. Second baby, she slept by me in the bassinet. I knew she was fine. And she ended up sleeping through the night. And it's the most amazing feeling ever. I did implement kind of a schedule for Emma so that way we could go outside during the day, and then at nighttime at 7 p.m. I would let her know like it's bedtime, we're getting ready for bed. I would start with a bath, make it nice and warm in there, give her a warm nice bath, and then I'd get her out. And I am obsessed with Johnson & Johnson's Cotton Touch lotion. I like all their bath stuff and that's it, but I would lather her in that, put her in a nighttime diaper. Nighttime diapers, moms, invest in that, I swear. Put her in a nighttime diaper, put her PJs on, put her in her sleep sack, and then go feed her a bottle, rock her, put her in her bed by 7:30, 7:45, and she's out for the whole night. And I started this as she was a newborn and just put her in our bassinet. But now she knows like it's daytime, nighttime, and she knows when it's time to go to bed. Also, do not buy pajamas that have snaps. Stick with either footless pajamas, which I have a pair right here. This is called a knot gown. It is amazing for newborns. You just put them in, roll it up, knot it, and then you can swaddle her. Super easy and convenient. If you do change diapers, this is really easy just to unknot, pull it up, change your diaper in the middle of the night. If not, footies with 2 zippers are life-changing. So this footie has a zipper that comes down at the top, and then you can also unzip it from the bottom. But in your pajamas, for newborns especially, make sure they have these mitts. Emma His hands get really cold, and we do sleep with it really cold just to be comfortable, especially if you're postpartum. You're gonna have night sweats like crazy. It's normal, but we slept with it super cold, and these just cover her hands. You can also get some when they get older that cover their feet as well. Okay, another tip, tummy time. For my first baby, she hated tummy time. Emma didn't love it at first, but I feel like I approached it differently, and it was life-changing. You don't have to put them straight on their tummy to where they're like hitting their head and it's a nightmare and you're stressing out because you're like, they're crying, they don't like it, how long do I have to leave her here? The doctor's recommending it. No, don't do that. Tummy time also counts on your chest. So when I would feed her, I would just put her under my chest, burp her a little bit, make sure I'm leaning back, and she's holding her neck. She's working those same muscles. She's doing her neck and her back muscles, holding herself up, looking at me. That was part of our playtime, was me just talking to her on my chest, and I feel it really helped her. And then we transitioned when she got a little older to the nursing pillow. I'd prop her up on the nursing pillow. She would use her arms, her shoulders, her neck. She would look at me. I would get a little lower. I'd just sit there and interact. That's all she wants to see is mom. All babies want to see is their mommy. So sit in front of them, play, put them on their chest, look at them, whatever you can do to make it a good experience instead of like a stressful experience. Okay, my last and final tip. This was my biggest mom fail for my first child. Their little baby fingernails. I remember with Dolly, she was probably a week, maybe a week and a half old, but her nails were getting long. She was scratching herself. So I got the baby nail clippers and she's sleeping. Definitely do it when they're sleeping. But she was sleeping and I started cutting her nails and I did like 3, and then on the 4th one, I accidentally got the tip of her finger and she woke up crying, freaking out, and I just felt like the absolute worst mom in the whole wide world because I essentially cut off my baby's fingertip is what I thought. It wasn't that bad. It healed within like a few days. But to this day, I like hate cutting their fingernails. I just don't like it. But this round with Emma, I was like, okay, you're the mom. You need to cut the nails when it's necessary. And so I found little baby nail files. They're so cute. They're little teal baby nail files. And I just file her nails. And it makes them not so sharp. It's so much easier than using a nail clipper. I'm 33 years old. I feel like my eyes are not that bad, but I like can't see that little nail or make sure the corner's up so you don't get the skin. Nail files, you don't have to worry about any of that. You just like file it, and it's also so cute to see their nails like and file it. I love it so much. Overall, my advice is just to take a deep breath and know that you're doing great. No mom does it right. Every baby's different. These are just the tips that I totally forgot about with my first baby or I learned during my second baby that really transformed my life. So get your group of supportive friends or moms or coworkers, whoever you have that's a mom, and really lean on them. See what they did that worked. Stop Googling, watching blogs, and like putting so much pressure on yourself. I know with my first child, like she wasn't crawling when so-and-so's baby was crawling, and she wasn't walking when they were walking. And this round, I've been able to enjoy it more because I don't care about that. I don't want her to crawl fast. I don't want her to walk fast. I want to enjoy every second I have with her because it's flying by so much. And I think as moms, all we can do is support each other. And so find yourself a good group of girls to be able to lean on. If not, comment on our posts on social media on Kate and Lane, come to our YouTube, leave a comment, message us, DM us, whatever you need to do, because I know we are all moms and we're here for you too. I hope you're able to sit back, relax, and know that you're doing a great job. You're gonna raise a great little baby human, and it's gonna be the most magical time of your life.